So this is how this software will help you to, organize your business. This is ERP accounting software. So the first thing you'll be doing, look at what I've just done, is your process starts with when you buy your chip or the layer, right? So when you buy them, you do what you record that you bought them. So I started by, first of all, I have to register the chips, right? They are here, they're part of the product. This is my demo account, so everything is here. So look at it. So I registered your chick as a product because I know that after they are laid up to a certain period of time, what will happen? You will still sell them all. So their products are not part of your materials like feed. Okay? So immediately you buy the what we call a feed. Whether you are including your feed. Okay, we are starting with the layers now. I will come here once it's been purchased. I will come here and record it. I will also record who I got it from. So let's say I got it from this person. I'll go straight. Okay, I will go straight and pick it. So let's say you got what is it called? I registered it as new layers. Where is it? Okay, so I will immediately. So let's say I got 100, I'll put 100. So this is the cost I registered with. If there's any change, I'm going to change it. If there's extra cost, I'm going to see how here. So you see that the system will, you're going to add the quantity you bought, the price you got it. Okay, so we are not adding anything under price, selling price now because we don't know how much we are going to be selling. So we don't know how much we're selling it. So we leave it. The same thing. Okay, so this is basically about it. So once that is done, we enter other information. We capture how much we have paid, how much we paid the supplier. We didn't pay all, which there's also a place we would have registered it if you have paid in advance. It will also ask us how we made the payment. If we say it's bank, it's going to ask us from which bank. This recording, they have also been happened before now using a module like this. Okay, I'm just showing you in case that everything is being done here. This is not a training, this is just a demonstration. So with this, you have acknowledged the, what is it called? The new layers that you got. Okay, so the next thing you'll be acknowledging is your material. So the material that I know you have so many materials, but the common one I registered is your feed. Okay, so I have a client that does it. So I just say, okay, King Max feed. So this is my client, so I just use the name to put it. So let's say you buy from different people and you want to register them with them. So this is the feed. Remember, this is a demo account, so all this product are not yours. Just anybody I'm doing demo for, I register the product. So the same way, this is the material. When we buy it, each time you buy the material, you register it. So let's say we got it from this person. What is our demonstration? Okay, we just come over immediately and pick that we got our King Max fee. You understand? So let's say we bought 10 bags from them. We're going to put 10. If the price has changed, we put it, change the price. Our transportation we also calculate and add. And if there's any other stuff we bought, we're also going to take care of them, right? And also acknowledge how much. So you see that with the software you acknowledge the person you got the item from. In case if maybe you are paying this person in advance, like my client pays, some customers pay in advance, you will produce and send to them. So you already know how much you paid. You acknowledge the actual item that you bought, the quantity, so the inventory is updated. You are acknowledging, if you have not acknowledged the payment before, you're acknowledging the payment and all that. So immediately you save. Are you seeing the movement? So when you use the feed, for production, immediately you also come here, still here, you do what I won't be doing much just to be showing you. So here immediately you do what? You acknowledge it, tell them it's for the production of the eggs, right? You acknowledge the feed that you have used. Can you see it? So here it's going to ask us King Max feed. So assuming that what we issued that period or that day was 1 bag. So if you are measuring in bag, probably we are measuring in kg. But this is just example, right? Do what you acknowledge it. It will go and deduct that 10 bags you just bought. You see how the movement is going. So the next thing now is let's say that you have eggs to sell and you want to sell your they have laid the eggs, and first of all you have to bring in the eggs that have been laid. Do you understand? So you have to bring in the eggs that have been laid. Automatically you come here, you see here is where I recorded the ball report. So this one that we produce within, I will come here and do what record it here. Yes, it's still asking me the person, so I'll just say it's within us, right? So can you see? So even if you have like you are batch, you bring in your eggs in batch by batch, you put the batch number here. So here I'll immediately select the what I got. So this is egg. So let's I measure in crates. So let's say that day we received, let's say 30 or let's say 100 crates. So look at it. Okay, so so to be able to do this, we're going to do some little costing, but the system will surely ask us the cost. So if there's any change in the price, you change it, right? Then during training, we're going to look at what this means. This is just to give an illustration of how we bring in the eggs that we have produced. So the next movement now is sales. The sales has taken place. So immediately we go what? If the customer wants to buy, we go to here and register and buy. So we can sell. Sorry, it could be somebody who just walked in. It could be probably our distributors. So let's say that our distributor or customers that we see regularly that we have registered. So you register the customer and sell to the customer. So let's say we are selling to this person. Select the period and everything. So if you have different poultry houses or different warehouses where the eggs are stored, you can also record them. So we want to sell egg. Immediately we do what? We are going to choose the egg. Where's the egg? Sorry. So we are going to select. See, you just select the egg you are selling. Sorry, this thing. We are using this person. So immediately it's going to ask you. I thought I've selected the egg. So I'm selecting the egg. It's going to ask you how many crates. So let's say this person is buying 5. I'm going to select the 5 immediately. You see? Immediately I'll select the price. If there is change in price, I can still change here. If there's any discount you are giving, you can still give discount. Automatically, this person have made payment. You also record that this person have paid. So let's say the person paid 7,500. You record. You see how many things you are capturing. How did you pay? Assuming the person paid just via bank, the system will go further to ask you which bank. So even if you have 3, register them here. To go further to ask you how did the person make payment? Is it POS? Is it transfer? Is it deposit? So let's say it's transfer. We select transfer. So this is not for you. Okay. Alright. So the next is what we just put up any other information that we need to select, and we do what? The sale is recorded. Now, if the person did not pay any money, we go straight to do what? We go straight to submit without acknowledging any payment. I don't know if you get me. So the next is what you've talked about sell. So assuming that maybe you have breakage because your product is quite fragile, okay? So assuming there is breakage, then you have damages of egg. You don't just say it by mouth. You come here and do what? And register it. Can you see? You just come here and you tell the system that you have some damages. From here, okay, so you register your damages here. Can you see? So can you see this thing that looks like warehouse? From here you register your damage, right? If there's any adjustments you do, transfer to another warehouse. So if you have another branch, you see where you can do your transfer. You can do your transfer from main office to the branch or within branches here. You can also do it from here. Okay, so so this is just the few things I want to show you, that this can actually help you to capture your details. If there's anything I didn't show you here, just let us know. If you sold to someone on credit and the person now wants to make payments, automatically you use this to register the payment, or somebody just wants to pay in advance. So maybe you say, please, I need 1,000 crates, and the person is paying in advance so that you can gather everything. You also use this to acknowledge it, and that is it. So this is how this software will help you. Also with your expenses, okay, you can register your expenses. If you give your staff what we call Impress or Petty Cash, you manage it also here. Your fixed assets, you want your machines and all that, you want to depreciate it, you also manage it here. Also your banking activities, assuming you collect cash and you want to, maybe you collect cash, you go to the bank to lodge it, like the person I just finished having a session with now. So once they bank it, you come here and also lodge it. So the software is to help you with anything that happens to your product must go through the software. Anything that happens to your money must go through the software. That is basically what the software does, right? Now, at the end of every day, when you reconcile yourselves, different ways you can reconcile yourself. Can you see? So when you come here, you see what we call sales summary. Okay, you see your sales summary. You can reconcile your sales from here. At the end of the day, did I record any sales today? So yes, can you see the sales that I recorded today? It has categorized it under the egg category. So I sold egg 5 crates. Can you see the price? Can you see the amount? This is how it's going to give you the report. At the end of the day, it will show you the total sales, the total amount you collected. In case maybe you collected more money than sales, probably people that paid in advance or people that paid for their debt if they actually sell on credit. There are also other wonderful reports that you need to know. You can see all the invoices you've written. That's your sales report here. This is also where you can also see your everything about the product you have sold. This is your sales report. Let me just show you everything I've registered this year, so you see how the information looks like. Okay, so you can reconcile your sales. Can you see? You see the customer, the date. This is not even what I want to show you. This place. You'll be able to see profit made on each item. So at the end of every day, you not only see your sales, you see profit on every item that you sell. Can you see? Show you. Can you see the 5 quid, the amount, the cost of it? This is your profit margin. Okay. It will go further. Assuming you sell different products after aside egg, it will go for. You can also see a report that will show you your best selling products. Time will fail me to show you that because you know your major product is egg. Or except if you have like different sizes. I know you guys have eggs in different sizes. So it's going to show you that. Also, look at this report that you need, even if you want to go for funding, you want to look for funding, because as a farmer, you guys will have opportunities with funding. You see your balance sheet, your profit and loss, like you can see everything. Also, the most very important, if you want to see the movement of your inventory, I think this will be the last one. You can then ask questions. I don't want this video to be more than 15 minutes. So here you can see the movement of your inventory. Let me show you stock card. So if I check this, if I click here now, assume this is all the items you have. It show you this is your opening stock with anything coming today. So if you go down, you see the one we entered. See, we entered an item called new layers. So we brought in new layers to the 100, none left. We brought in egg. Egg was produced 105 crates. So as you're doing this transaction, you may even want to know everything that happened to the product, because this report we saw is just what is it called? It's just summary. It will show you on these dates. You see, it has summarized it. It's showing you in details dates, what happened, intake. You can change this to production or whatever. It's showing that we brought in 100 of this item, we sold 5, and that is why it's really 95. So this is a complete show. This video is almost 15 minutes. So permit me to stop here. If there's any other question you want to ask, like I said, I'm going to show you your report, your customers' report. If you sell on credit, you can see your customers' report. Maybe I'll be showing you that and the video will go up. So you can see your customers' report. For instance, assuming you sell on credit and you honestly want to know, like this figure now, is showing that you are owing a 50k. You may want to know how are you showing a 50k. Alright, sorry, I chose the wrong date. How are you showing a 50k? You might want to check this here. Okay, let me use this person, right? Once you open it, it's going to show you all the